Hello people. In this video, I'm gonna explain about arithmetic operators. Arithmetic operators. So we all know that what do you mean by this arithmetic? So when we say arithmetic, it actually relates to mathematical operations. When we have plus, minus, asterisk used for multiplication, modulus, and double asterisk used for square root and so on. All these operators are nothing but arithmetic operators. So I mean to say is we can use all these operators in our SQL queries. But how are we going to do that? That we can look at here. So let's jump back to this workbench so that we can do some hands-on session. Okay. So now let's have a look at our data. First, select from employees, control enter. Now we have got our data. Okay. Now, imagine here we have our salary, right? So this is our salary, and I want to do some multiplication for my salary. Like this is the old salary. Now, for all our employees, the salary has been increased multiplied by 2. So the question here is multiply salary by 2 times. Then what happens? So what? How can we do that? Uh, Select star salary from employees. See here, what happened? What I have done is I have extracted all the columns. This star asterisk symbol is nothing but it is actually considering all the columns. Along with all the columns, I have separately created a separate column that is salary into 2. Now, this is our original salary that is 34,000. This has got multiplied by 2 and we have got 68,000. Now this is the salary that we have got originally 29,000 multiplied by 2 and we have got 58,000. Likewise 28,000 multiplied by 2 we have got 56,000. So this is our uh, separate column. We have created a new column actually, which is the name of the column is salary multiplied by 2. But this name is not so good. When you look at this particular table, here we have a definite names like employee ID, first name, last name, and so on. But this name, salary multiplied by 2. I don't really like this particular name, so I can pass some alias. So if I can say salary multiplied by 2 as uh, double the salary or new salary, you can say new salary from employees. If I execute this, control enter, now I have got a new column that is new underscore salary with the same calculation that is salary multiplied by 2. So this is the multiplication that I have done here in my select statement is nothing but I have done it with the help of an arithmetic operator that is asterisk symbol. Okay. So likewise, you can do whatever you want. For example, you can also do uh, double asterisk on double asterisk. For example, you can pass this modulus. You press Control Enter. See here, what happens? You have got all the elements as 0, because when you pass modulus, it considers the remainder here. So when you divide this 34,000 by 2, you will get a remainder as 0. Likewise, all the numbers of this salary are perfectly divisible by 2. So that's the reason why you have got 0 in terms of your column new salary. Because the thing here that has happened here is, for example, here you have all the columns, like almost all the columns are perfectly divisible by 2. When I say 2, so like this. So what happens? 2 ones 2, 1, 4, 2 sevens 14. So basically, so 17,000 you have got. Okay, but the thing is here the remainder is 0. So whenever you pass modulus here, this modulus will only consider the remainder. So that's the reason why you have got zeros here. Okay. But instead of modulus, what if you can pass slash, then see what happens. See here, you have got 17,000. That is the quotient here. That is this 17,000. Because this particular slash, it it perfectly considers the quotient of the operation that has happened. We are actually performing some division, right? So this 34,000 is our dividend, and this is our divisor, this is our quotient, this is our remainder. Now, when you use this slash, then the output that we get is nothing but the quotient. So that is the thing that we can do using all these arithmetic operators. So you can use whatever you want. For example, you can use plus, minus, whatever you want. For example, I'm doing this plus, I want to do some 2000 here. So if I press Control Enter, then what happens? Here the original salary is 34,000, and if I have added 2,000 to it, then it has become 36,000. So likewise, you can perform whatever operation you want, you can perform here. Salary minus 2,000. Now here it is 34,000. I have subtracted 2,000 from it. Now it has got 3,200. I mean 32,000. Okay. So this is what it happens. So likewise, you can perform whatever the calculation that you need, you can perform. Okay, so let's do some operations here. Okay, so let's do some operation. First one is I want to count total number of rows in my table. How to do that? One such a way is, if you can do this select star from employees table, then if you execute this thing, you have got the entire table. You can count this table manually, or you can also have a look at this particular output, that is 103 rows. So by these two ways you can count it. And we also have another way, that is you can use this count function here, count, and under the function you can pass all the columns, that is hashtag symbol. If you can press Control Enter, now you have got the count, that is 103, which is also fine. But this is an easiest way, because all the time you need not fetch the entire data. Imagine you only have 103 records here, but in the real world scenarios, you may be having 103 million records. Then in such a case, how can you fetch the 103 million records of data, and do you wait for this particular output to be shown? No, that's not the ideal way, right? So this is an ideal way. Like, you can use select count function, and under this function Inside this function, you can pass *, and you can press Control Enter. So this is a way you can count number of rows in my table. Now, how do you want to get unique, uh, like unique categories from the employees table? For example, let me give you a question. For example, get unique hiring dates. Hiring dates from employees when employee joined it. So basically, what am I saying is, I want to get unique hiring dates from my employees. That is, by that we can get when the employee has joined it. For example, see, select star from employees, Control Enter. So this is my hiring date. Okay. With this, I can easily get to know like Aman has joined at this particular date and so on. Okay. So likewise, I want to I want to know how many such unique hiring dates are there. I want to find out the distinct count of this hiring date column. So how to do that? It is pretty much simple that you can use distinct keyword. Inside that, you have to pass the column name, that is hire underscore date from employees. You press Control Enter. You have got how many rows? 100 rows. So in total, we have 103 rows, but out of them, we have 100 unique hiring dates. Okay. So remaining 3 rows are repeatable, I think. So that's the reason. Okay. So with this way, you can get with this distinct keyword, and if you pass any column inside the distinct keyword, you will get the unique categories of such column. Okay. Now, if I want to count the distinct categories of this particular column, then how to do that? I would definitely use count function here, and inside the count function, I have to pass distinct function, and inside the distinct function, I have to pass the column name from employees. It's pretty much simple. See, I'm just using the same thing, distinct of hire date, which is this, but I'm passing this entire thing inside a count function. That's it. I just wanted to count this entire rows so that I won't be getting data like this, but instead I'll be getting some number. That is the count of this number. Instead of looking all the time at this particular location to find out how many records I have got, I can simply use this count function so that I have got 100 directly as a number. Okay. Okay. Now, let's solve one more question. Like I'm just giving another question, like calculate increment salary of each employee by 30%. How to calculate the increment salary of each employee by the 30%. Now, how to do that? It's pretty much simple. So you have to select dot star, comma. You can pass some brackets here, and in the brackets, you can use salary column. This is the column name. Okay, let me first uh, fetch all the data first. Then we can do this operation so that we won't be having any confusion regarding the column names. So this is all our column names. Now we can do the operation. Select dot star. I'll explain what does it mean by, I'll just explain in some time. But before that, you just have a look at here. I'm just using braces here. In the braces, I'm passing my column name, that is salary plus salary multiplied by 3%, I mean 30%. Okay, so I want to fetch this entire thing from my employees table. Now I want to mention this particular operation as salary increment. So this is what I want to mention. Okay, perfect. Now what I have done here, I have just used select statement. In that I have passed asterisk. It represents I want all the columns of my table. Okay, along with the along with all the columns of this table, I'm doing some operation that is salary plus salary multiplied by 0.3 because I need to have 30%. Okay. So when you say 30%, 30 divided by 100, right? So it means obviously 0.3, right? So now when you just multiply this salary plus salary multiplied by 0.3, why I have done this? Because I need to calculate the increment salary of each employee by 30%. So basically, what am I trying to say is I want to find out the 30% of my employee and I want to add this to my original salary. Okay, I'll show you so that you will be having a better clarity. Imagine my salary is 40,000. Okay, now I want to find out the 30% of it. How to do that? So 40,000 into 30 by 100. Okay. Now you can cancel two zeros here, two zeros. Now how much it is left? Here we have 4, here we have 3. 4 multiplied by 3 is equal to 12. Now we have how many zeros? 1, 2, and 3. So you can keep this. So we have 12,000 as this is nothing but the 30% of our salary. This is the 30% of our salary. Now we have to add this 12,000 to our basic salary. So our base salary is nothing but 40,000 plus if we can add 12,000, then together we have got 52,000. So this is what we have to calculate. And this 52,000, we can name it as salary increment, right? This is what I'm going to calculate right now. Now, if I press Control Enter, then what happens? Let's have a look. See, I have calculated the salary. Here I have 34,000, right? See here. Here we have 34,000. Now I have calculated 30% of it and I have added it to the base salary. Together it has got 44,200. So this is what it is. 34,000 multiplied by 30 by 100. How much? Two zeros cancel here. Now we have got 3 4s 12, 3 3s 9, 10. How many zeros left? Two zeros are left here. Now, if you add this particular 30% of your salary to your your original salary is 34,000. Now, if you add this to it, 10200, then how much? 44200, right? That's what I have got, right? Here, see, 44200. That is what I have got. So, in this way, you can calculate the increment of your salary using all these arithmetic operators. So that's the practical use case of this arithmetic operators. Okay, so I think I have explained you enough regarding these arithmetic characters, operators, sorry. Now in the next video, I'll be just explaining about some of the special operators which you won't find it oftenly used by anywhere else. So I'll be explaining about those things. Just save this playlist for your further uh, videos, for your future videos. I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye bye.